Hmm.
What's the matter with you?
I don't feel good.
You don't?
No,
Well,
I
we've got
know. I
everybody.
feel sick. I feel like
Do you
I'm
feel
gonna
love sick, baby?
love.
What is that? You're still looking at me and you're supposed to be thinking.
I know. I'm gonna wait. Sorry. Up Chuck the Boogie.
Are we just gonna roll with it?
You know, just gonna roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He totally messed that up. I messed it up first time.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to season 2, episode 3.
Of Scripts and Giggles.
Three Scripts and Giggles. And if you just want to know what the beginning theme was about, it's because this season we're talking about love
Love,
and
exciting and new.
oh yeah,
Love boat.
love
Remember
boat.
the love boat?
Yeah, a little tattoo.
Yeah.
Was it tattoo or
Yeah. Zipline, zipline. Tattoo.
it was
Was his name.
tattoo? And he never had any
I
tattoos.
don't, not that we saw anyway. He was always in a suit. You okay?
I am okay. My eyes are watering. But we are
You
talking
crying?
not yet.
Oh,
Wait until the end of the video.
right.
We are gonna be talking about love sex.
Sick
Love
on love.
yep, sick on love. Love makes me sick.
Love make me sick.
Now that's a double, what do they call those? Oh, in English,
Oxymoron.
that's it. The word means 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
So,
oxymoron.
it's an optimal. I can see clearly
Yeah.
now the
Rain
rain
is
is gone.
I can see
All
all
obstacles
obstacles
to
a mile
mile
away.
away. I don't wanna see that.
The obstacles in your way. But if you saw the obstacles in your way, it would make it easier to navigate.
Okay, that makes I got it. It just reminds me of those obstacles. Oh, I gotta go around that, I have to go over that, I have to go through that.
Can't go over it.
Mm,
You can't
mm,
go
under
under it.
it,
I guess we'll
I
have
have
to
to
go
go
through
through
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm going on a bear hunt.
I'm gonna hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. Something knocking.
Somebody's knocking at my door.
This is our paranormal activity podcast, is
No,
it?
that's for season what, 3?
This is 3. Yeah, this is 2.
Season
We gotta wait
we're on
until
episode 2.
yeah, we gotta wait until, like, October.
Uh,
Okay,
eh,
we might alright.
but we are gonna do one.
We are gonna
Not
do
so much paranormal as supernatural.
supernatural. Oh, we're gonna be talking about, um, some supernatural experiences we've
Mm.
had. We might have some guests on here with us, and so, uh,
Anyway, back to love.
back to love.
It makes me sick.
Ma
Not really. I
makes us
love love.
sick, and again, we wanna just remind you all how you help us if these, podcast is reaching, inspiring you, encouraging you, please help us out by going to Scripts and Giggles on YouTube. Yes,
Skripps-N giggled.
yes, the letter N, Giggles. We also have a Facebook group called the same, Scripts, Scripts, the letter N, and then Giggles. And you can join that. We are also on Spotify. We're on Amazon.
Mhm.
Oh, and new announcement, everybody.
New announcement. I know what he's gonna say now that he scared me.
Yes, guess what other platform we're gonna be on. I can't believe I'm actually broke down because I've never wanted to get on this, but
But
a lot of people's been telling us that we should get on, drumroll please, bum, bada, bum, 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 TikTok! We are getting on TikTok. So for all you talkers that tick out there,
or tickers that talk.
or tickers that talk, you will be seeing us on there as well. And so we are just expanding our platform and our reaches, and we just wanna go worldwide.
We do. We wanna be famous. Well, maybe not famous,
We
but
wanna be famous for the Lord that way.
we wanna be
So,
celebrities for Jesus.
slept for Jesus.
No, we just wanna reach a lot of people because we feel like we've got some good stuff to share, and we haven't even busted through the barrier yet.
You know, scratch the surface or I guess it'd be yeah,
Flip the lid.
flip the lid, flip the coin. But you all can help us. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends.
Share with your
Um,
enemies.
yeah, share with yeah, your enemies might need this more than you do. Uh, so it's like, it's for, those that are, go to church and you hear a sermon and you're like, "Well, this isn't me, this is for
Mhm,
Julie."
somebody else
And then
needed to
so you're
hear
starting to
this.
yeah, you're like, "You need to hear."
Mhm.
So, you know, if it's something that you're like, "Oh, my Aunt Susie would like this," or,
Right.
Aunt Franny or,
Aunt
you know,
Priscilla,
Aunt Priscilla or Uncle,
Tom Tom.
Billy Bob or,
Yes, anybody.
or send it to Billy Bob Thornton. He
Yes,
might
Billy
like
Bob
it.
Thornton probably should he probably
He
needs this.
probably he probably
He
needs
probably
this.
needs
Yeah, and just send it to Queen Bee Beyonce.
Yeah,
She might like it too.
yeah, they need a little decent
They
stuff.
need a little scripts and
They
giggles
do need
in
some
their
strips
lives
and some
and
giggles.
giggles in their lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't.
Good, clean, fun giggles.
And if anybody that knows me, I'm a big Britney Spears. I would love Britney. I love you.
I do love her.
I do love Britney, and I if this could reach
I pray for
Britney,
Brit.
you
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I know she's really big. And speaking of that, I just want to say, I think recently she just put out a announcement that she's not going to be performing in the United States, and she said because of personal
mhm.
and what was the other thing she said? Personal reasons and sensitive. Well, like I told Nettie, I said, well, we really messed her up.
Yeah. Is
United
it
States,
yeah,
really,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
that's what
asking.
it,
Is it
it
about
is.
her and her experiences and how that's gone, or is it
I
anybody that says they're not gonna be doing bye.
I think it's she said because of sensitivity. I just
Right.
think I've somehow
People have put her through a lot
put
here.
her through a lot in America,
Yeah, I
and I
understand
see
that.
it,
Yep.
and I know this off topic, but we are talking about love, and
Right, and we should love everybody. I mean,
yeah.
just because they're a celebrity. I remember one time at a vacation Bible school we had, we rolled out a great big piece of paper at the end of every, um, day and had the kids come up and draw pictures or write down prayer requests, and the workers could too. And at the end of Bible school, when everything was over for our program, we had all these great big papers lined up around the sanctuary so everybody could see and pray for the prayer request. Well, somebody had written down an adult, um, Steve Car Steve Carell,
Mhm,
and I just remember the person that first saw it just kinda went, "But Steve Carell," and kinda laughed, and I did kinda chuckle because it was just, like, out of the blue somewhere, but then I thought and I said, "Well, he needs Jesus too."
mhm.
And could you imagine what a testimony it would be?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody needs Jesus in their life. Th
And there are a lot of celebrities right now that are
that are coming
turning
out,
to
they
Jesus
are.
and
Well,
speaking up about their faith.
being in could you imagine being in Hollywood and being surrounded by all that stuff? And
No, even if you went in pure, it would take
yeah, and all this stuff that's coming out
Mhm,
in Hollywood, and
mhm.
I mean, it you're surrounded by evil. I
Yeah,
mean, you really
right.
are over there, and, there's a lot of stuff being exposed, and I do feel for a lot of the celebrities, a
Mm,
lot that have, been exposed or well, I hate to say victims, survivors
mhm.
of a lot of these things that has happened or they've witnessed, and even loved ones, friends that I mean, it messes with their mind. I mean, look how many celebrities, even child stars and stuff like that,
Mhm.
how it affected them.
Right.
And, you know, we we can be brought up with, certain beliefs.
Mhm.
It could either not even necessarily religious beliefs, but it could be,
You're just yawning,
"Oh,
sorry.
sorry, I'm boring ya." Uh,
You're
just
not for me, I
just
just
kidding.
had a yawn.
Um, but it doesn't even necessarily have to be religious beliefs, but as you get older, you
Mhm,
experience more, you mature,
mhm.
and, you see different things, and
Right.
your outlook on things could be different.
Well, it changes with your age no matter who you are, whether you're a celebrity or not. Like,
So, anyways, uh, digressing,
love sick,
my
baby, love sick.
my
When you get
heart
demonized.
heart rusted, I don't even know what to even say. But, yeah, we wanna talk a little bit about Lovesick, and, what it is. So let me ask the listeners and the viewers and Julie, you,
Mhm, yeah. I'm me.
what do you think of the saying, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder"? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I think that's true.
How?
What I think is beautiful, you may not think.
Do you think it's just physical
No,
appearance?
no.
Okay, so what else could it be?
It could be music, it could be what I experience that I think is beautiful, and you'd be like, "Eh."
It's annoying.
You could experience the same thing and just not feel anything. I might be brought to tears by it because it touched.
That's true. That's true. Um, yeah, I think it's more than just physical appearance. Did you ever I know we're not supposed to judge, but listen, w
We're human.
we're being real here, with our viewers and listeners, and if you all are being real as well, we're not supposed to judge, we know that, but we do. We do every day. Um, you ever been walking through the mall or at a store and you see a couple,
Mhm.
and either there could be this really hot looking female and she's with this guy that is
Mm. Mhm.
like he's probably a 3,
Yeah.
and
To her
she's
11.
11, and you're like, "What does she see in
What
him?"
brought those 2
Yeah,
together?
or opposite, he could be at 10, a chiseled, Greek god, and she's a
Plain Jane.
or, what's her name on, what's
Mimi?
what's that troll?
I'm Drew Carey,
The
Mimi.
troll on, what is her name? Fiona.
Fiona.
Yeah, and you're like,
She's
how
an ogre, not a troll.
oh, well, ogre, troll, they both live under bridges, but, it's just a bridge troll. But and then you're thinking, "What do they see in each other?" But here, we are looking at the physical.
Mhm.
We're looking at the physical.
Mhm.
And the phrase "beauty is in the eye of the beholder,"
Mhm.
it's not just what makes somebody beautiful is just the physical appearance. I love that's what God says. God doesn't look on the outward appearance, he looks
Right.
and so, listen, you can be I've come across some 10s and 11s
Mhm.
that their hearts are
That's
they
right.
are not good people.
Amen to that. Yeah.
And so then you can come across some that maybe has not heard of Dial soap or, Crest toothpaste, or
Right?
right guard or left guard, uh, you
Any
know,
guard.
any guard, and you can be like, "Woof," but their heart, their soul, sweet as could be and
Right?
would do anything for anybody, so I do believe there's a truth to beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So next question, why do you think people read so many romance novels or like romantic movies? And I would have to say that it would probably with this romantic novels or romantic movies would be more for women. I don't think a lot of guys they watch it with their woman.
Right.
But
They're
we
a woman.
how many know a few years ago the 50 Shade of Grey era?
Ugh. Yeah.
Okay, but romance novels is I think still a big thing. Romantic movies, Hallmark, it's all about, love. Why do you think that is so popular?
'Cause people are living vicariously through it.
Do
And
you
that
do you think since it's mostly females, do you think do you think it says something about females? I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying, do you think that they could be fulfilling a need? The romantic movies and the romantic novels is fulfilling a need or desire?
I think, and I've said this for years, that all women and women, don't get mad at me because you know somewhere deep down inside that's true. And hear me out. Don't just shut me off halfway through what I'm gonna say. I think that every woman, no matter how independent she is or, um, self-efficient, take care of herself, if she is able if she has a great job, if she has her life all mapped out and no man in it, deep down, every woman desires a man that will take care of her. And this is where I don't want you to tune out. I'm not saying financially, I'm not saying even always physically, but I know that there have been times in my past where I thought, "I just want someone that will take care of my."
Mm.
And I think it's every woman's desire somewhere deep inside you, whether you just say, "I don't need a man, I'm good on my own," because 'cause I've been there. You still, in your heart of hearts, you want somebody that's going to take care of your heart, that's going to be there for you when you're sad, that's gonna be there for you when you're happy, um, that is gonna stand in your corner when you're battling something. We all want love, and to have someone in your life, a partner in your life that is there and fulfills some of your needs. I mean, obviously, only God can fulfill us completely.
Amen.
But to have someone there that only fills some of your needs, the fact that they're there in your house. But if they're not, um, asking you how your day is, if they're not loving on you at some point, just wrapping their arms around you, we really want somebody else there that we can fall back on. That's just, I believe, how we were made. It's ingrained in us. I want and have always wanted somebody that I can be excited about coming home to at the end of the day because I know that they're gonna be excited about me coming home to them.
Mhm.
I want to be able to know that when I come home, I'm gonna be greeted with a smile and love, and I'm gonna be safe, as in physically safe, emotionally safe, mentally safe, and spiritually safe. And if we don't have that, we're not experiencing love at its fullest. And I don't think there's any woman that can say that deep down inside, if she does say it, I don't think she's being honest, that she wants a man that will care for her and take care of
When you were just speaking, it made me think about some of the titles we got.
her. Mhm,
He's our provider.
mhm,
He's our, and provider is everything.
mhm,
He is also known as the Prince of Peace. He's a prince.
mhm,
Um, he's our shelter
mhm,
in the storm. He's our rock, which is our safe place to fall.
mhm,
Um, just when you were saying that, he's all he's all
mhm.
that. Um, Now with that being said, I'm not saying to all, the single females out there.
Oh, single
I
ladies,
know I was
all
trying not
single.
to go there. Um, but to be like, "Oh, just, you don't need a man, just put all of it in Jesus."
Mhm.
Yes, we should
But he built
love.
us for each
Yeah,
other,
but well, we know that from, Adam and Eve.
knowing that we only need him. He
Yeah,
still built us for each other
he built us for each
because
other.
he knew we
Exactly.
needed someone with
Yes,
skin on.
yes, yes, yes. Um, so yeah, I don't wanna get it twisted because, some religious groups can be like, "Oh, no, you just,
Mhm.
put everything in the Lord." But no, he made, male and female,
Right.
for
To need each other.
to need each other. And without getting too graphic, but the parts just fit. They just fit, okay?
Moving on.
Well, no,
I know.
I'm just, not being weird,
I know.
but I'm like, even in the design,
Mhm.
that's what he, um so yeah, it's not good for man to be alone.
Right.
That's even what, God
God said
says.
himself.
It's not good for man to be alone. I really, appreciate you sharing that, and I do, agree with all that as well.
Mhm.
I tell a lot of my female friends, I think it is very hard to do things. I think it would be very hard. Now, obviously for different reasons. Of course, us men have a lot of responsibilities and stuff on us.
Right.
But I think what a lot of women have to go
Mhm.
um, it's just I'm like, wow, there's a lot of things that and I will share this. really what really made me see what is my wife went through something, a few years ago, very, very traumatic, and maybe that's her story to tell. But anyways, but the woman that came around to support her,
Mhm,
it really did something to me because I looked and I thought, "Why can't us men do that?"
mhm.
It was just the love and support and just the, uh, encouraging it's just the way that I just saw the woman, just women surround her, and I'm like, "That is a powerful thing."
Mhm.
It's a very powerful thing how
Women are no more nurturing.
oh, that's true. Yeah, and us men are just like, "Okay, get over it, get through
Right, and
whatever,"
then
you
you
know?
were never like that with
Yeah.
her, but
No, I wasn't. No, no
that
oh, no, I'm just saying,
as a
yeah, a
whole,
lot of men,
that's what they tend to do.
and, I really do think it's something us men need to work on. I really think it's something that we need to have more, be able to express our feelings and our emotions. If people that know me, I have no problem doing that. I mean,
Right,
if I'm mad, upset, you're gonna know it. If I'm happy, if I'm you know it.
right.
I just express my
He
feelings
wears it
and
on his sleeve.
yeah, I do. And I don't know, I just think that that's how we should be. I like being real, and I think people should just be
Mhm.
real.
I 150%
Yeah,
agree.
and in this world, I'm in an age, I'm in my 50s to be like, I can't do a lot of this on my own.
Right,
I need help,
right.
and I'm not too proudful to ask. A few years ago when I was in my 20s and 30s, I'd be like, "Oh, no, I can do this," but now that I'm older, I'm like, "No." A lot of this, I understand. Hey, even Jesus needed help carrying his cross,
Mm, mhm, mhm.
okay? So, sometimes it can be a little you have now that of course, that's in his physical form. He didn't need
Right,
a spiritual form,
right.
but even in physical,
Mhm.
and he knows what it's like
To need
to be us. He
yep,
was us,
need help.
to need help. So sometimes things in this life can be a little too hard you know,
Mhm,
to carry, and we need help. We even know in the Old Testament, Moses, in the middle of battle, needed his arms.
mhm.
He had two of
Held
his
up.
um, men hold his arms up in the middle of battles so they would get the victory. And every time that his arms started to drop, they would
They started losing.
losing in battle. It just shows that times in life,
That's how God made us.
yes, you need help.
We need each
Even in the
other.
middle, and that's showing in the middle of battle.
Mhm.
And even with Jesus in the middle of a
Dying.
dying, of carrying the burden of the whole world,
Right.
you know, he collapsed under the pressure, under
Mhm,
the weight of it.
mhm.
But as the Bible said, he was obedient even until death. His love is what made him carry that cross
Right,
to Calvary.
right.
His love for humanity. So again, we're talking about love. Um, I'm going to get into today. We're going to be cautious of time. I'm going to try to keep it, we're going to try to keep it light and simple. But we are talking about love sick. And what is the definition or concept of love sick? You want to read that, please?
Yes. It is a state of deep longing or emotional pain caused by unrequited or unfulfilled love.
Yes. It can cause emotional pain, and it's for unrequited or right,
Unrequited.
unrequited received or
Right.
yeah
Love not reciprocated.
yes or
We're using some big words,
yeah
Kevin.
with using some big word or unfulfilled love.
Yeah.
I have to say when I first was looking into this, I thought love sick could be a negative. Do you
Mhm.
think love sick is negative?
I kinda do, yeah.
Kind of do. Well, I did too.
Yeah.
But when I began to look into this for today, um, there is some benefit
Do tell.
that can yeah, so I wanna get into it. So, we're gonna have our scripture is from Song of Solomon. Let me tell you wanna read a for you ladies that like romance novels and romantic movies and books, if you have not read the
The
Song
Song
of
of
Solomon,
Solomon.
you you are missing out. Um, it is have you yeah,
Ooh,
you've read
it's
it.
steamy.
Yeah, it is. It is. And so We're taking it from Song of Solomon, chapter 2, and I don't know if I'm gonna read all this, but we might read quickly, but for a reference, chapter
Let's just
2,
go.
yes, verses 1 through 17. 1 through 17, this is out of the Amplified Bible. Now, he is speaking, the dialogue here is between, um, his love and his beloved, and so they are explaining, um, how they see each other in the midst of their love, and so it's yeah, it's pretty good, and we're gonna explain it. Julie, you wanna
Let me read.
yes, please.
Okay. I am the rose of Sharon, the lily of the valleys that grows in deep places. Like the lily among thorns, so are you, my darling, among the maidens. Like an apple tree, rare and welcome, among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took great delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet and delicious to my palate.
Okay. So verses 1 and 2 is the man speaking of the woman. And verse 3, it's now the woman describing his her man. Okay, so we're going yeah, they're describing each other. Okay, so in verse 4, she's gonna go on and continue of how what he did and how he makes her feel and things like that. It is good. Go ahead.
He has brought me to his banqueting place, and his banner over me is love, waving overhead to protect and to comfort me.
Love that. So here it is, and his banner over me. So she's talking about that he has placed like this banner over her, like a big sign over her, waving overhead, and it says to protect and to comfort her. So she's describing
Mhm.
exactly what you was talking about. And I just have to
And
say,
I didn't know we
she
were gonna
didn't
do the
yeah, sometimes I just surprise her, well, give her throw
surprise, here's 5 pages
yeah,
of notes.
actually it's 9. 9 pages of notes. But, anyways, I come up with things, and then when she gets here, I'm like, "Okay, this is what we're talking about. Here's the note," 'cause she didn't even get a chance to look at it. And so what she just shared, here it is. It's going along with what she was talking about.
That's just like God.
Okay, verse 5.
Sustain me with raisin cakes, refresh me with apples, because I am sick with love.
Okay, that's the key verse for
Mm.
today. So she says, "'Cause I am sick with love." She is describing here that she's lovesick,
Mm.
that she is describing that it has even made her physically ill, that she is telling, like, her female friends and those, "Give me some raisin cakes, refresh me without like, I am physically sick." Like,
Right.
have you ever and just thought about that to the uh, our
Yeah.
listeners, have you ever been that sick with I think a lot of people call it puppy love, like, when you first get
Mhm.
into a relationship, and they're like, "Oh, it's puppy love." But is it?
But that's how it all starts.
Yeah, but then when you that's what I'm saying, love sick, it causes an emotional
Mhm.
and physical,
Right.
um, like, pain. It
Well, puppy love is often poo-pooed as that it's not real love, you know?
right, like, it will fade out.
Right, but puppy love is how it all starts.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, you just can't wait to be with that person, you
right,
think about them all the time, you
and
just
like
can't
you was
concentrate.
but are you describing puppy love?
No, I'm
Yes,
explaining
now,
how I feel about my husband.
that's exactly what I'm saying, so even if you go to work or whatever, and you're away from him and listen, she's gonna get into this too. And you become sick, like, "Oh, I miss this, but I can't wait to
Right.
get home. I missed their touch. I missed their their lips on my lips.
Mhm,
I missed that physical contact. I just missed the essence of them, the presence of them,
mhm.
everything.
His
It's just
calming voice, his
yeah, everything."
yeah.
And that's what she's describing. Okay, so go on.
Let his left hand be under my head, and his right hand embrace me.
Okay, so there's the comfort, there's the support, there's the strength, there's him holding her up. She's describing. Okay, go ahead.
I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem. Be the gazelles or by the does of the field which run free, that you do not rouse or awaken my love until she pleases. Listen, my beloved. Behold, he comes, climbing on the mountains, leaping and running on the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, he is standing behind our wall. He is looking through the windows. He is gazing through the lattice.
So she's talking about that
He's on his way.
he's on his way. He's pursuing her. And isn't that the thing that a lot of women, men do too,
Yes,
that a
yes.
lot of women like to be pursued
I think
or courted? So
women like to be pursued and men love to be adored.
yes,
And
yes,
we both like
yes,
either of those. We both
yes.
like both of those. But for women,
Yep, you nailed it.
I need
Yeah.
uh,
Mhm.
women, we need him to come after and just show us how much he loves us. And
Yeah,
and men in return need
yeah,
us to just adore them
yeah,
and cherish them,
yeah. Yeah, we wanna feel
like a man.
taught in your life,
Right,
other than, we know God's first, but
right,
we wanna feel valued. We wanna feel important,
exactly.
that we matter as
Mhm.
well. Okay. Go ahead, verse, 10, right?
Yep.
Okay.
My beloved speaks and says to me, Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. I can see clearly. Oh, that's not in the Bible, sorry. The flowers appear on the earth once again. The time for singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree has budded and ripens her figs, and the vines are in blossom and give forth their fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away to climb the rocky steps of the hillside. O my dove, here in the clefts of the rock, in the sheltered and secret place of the steep pathway, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil and ruin the vineyards of love, while our vineyards are in blossom. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He pastures his flocks among the lilies. Until the cool day of when the shadows flee away, return quickly, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag on the mountains of that there which separates us.
So here she is. They're describing, she's describing being through the winter. He's pursuing her. Now the winter's past, spring is here. She's even talking about the flowers, talking about them, oh, verse 14, oh my dove, here in the cleft of the rock, in the shelter and secret place with the step pathway, let me see your face. It just makes me like she's thinking of the springs and spending time with him and going, for walks
Mhm,
and just having that quality time with
mhm.
him and all these beautiful places. And look at how descriptive
Right.
she is and imagery that she's using to describe him and their love.
Yeah.
And it's really, I mean, when you're reading this, you're just really seeing the love that she
Right.
has and being lovesick.
And you're right. I now see lovesick in a good light instead of
Yeah. And so let's go on quickly. What does the Bible say about love sickness? Love sickness. What does the Bible say about love sickness? Yeah, you're not going to be able to see that.
no, I can't.
So the Bible addresses love sickness primarily through two distinctive contexts: is which is romantic love and spiritual longing for God. So we have romantic love and spiritual longing for God. Uh, prime example is in the Song of Solomon. Love sickness appears as an intense emotional and physical response to romantic desire. Now, and if we read further, if you happen to read further in Song of Solomon and you come to verse 5, we see again that she talks about being lovesick, and we see it's the condition so overwhelming that she asks others to tell her beloved of her sickness if they find him. In chapter 5, she talks about running through the streets. Actually, I'm sorry. In chapter 3, of running through the streets looking for him, and she's like begging anybody, like one of the strangers, like, "Hey,
I gotta find him.
if you find him, tell
Yeah.
him that I'm searching for him. Tell him that I long for him. I'm desiring him." And she's
It's like
just
when you're in love and they say you shout it from the rooftop.
yeah, she is just sick on love. And so she is just
Can't contain it.
desperate, yeah, to find him. Um, so the beloved describes being sick with love, as we just read in Song 2:5. It is a condition so overwhelming that she asks others to tell her beloved of her sickness if they find him in chapter 5, verse 8.
I love that right there.
The sickness manifests as an urgent search. The lover lies awake, seeking the beloved through the city street in chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. And when the beloved departs unexpectedly, um, the lover's soul, when he escapes the lover's soul. Love sickness occurs when someone dear and precious is absent. This is what causes love sickness. Love sickness occurs when someone dear and precious is absent, creating a sick feeling when separation exists. Do you know? I know we're talking about humans, but do you know what else experiences that? Dogs. They
Mm,
have separation anxiety,
right,
but it's because they're away from their owner.
right.
So now I'm wondering if it could be their love sick
Aw.
for
Puppy
us.
love, they're lovesick.
Yeah, that might be where the term puppy love comes from. So, this isn't mere sentiment. Wait, where was I at? Love is portrayed as strong as death. Love is portrayed as strong as death, with flashes of fire, a force that many waters cannot quench and floods cannot drown. That's also in Songs of Solomon, chapter 8, verses 6 and 7.
And let's get
The,
more into it maybe the next episode.
yes, again, we want to be conscious on time. So we are going to continue this with part two as we did last week.
We hope you enjoyed this little segment and that you got something
Yes,
out of it,
we got more.
and we've got more.
Yeah, we got
Stay
more.
tuned.
You got to see part two of how we how can you, if you're experiencing being lovesick, is there hope for you? Is there things that you can do that can help with that? So we're going to get into that in part two. So you have to turn into part two and come back and listen. So again, this is an opportunity for you to get your friends. Hey, listen, Kevin and Julie's doing this, doing their podcast on love. They're talking about being lovesick. And hey, hurry up, watch part one. They're going to come back with part two and make it a group.
Yeah,
Like
there you
invite your
go.
friends over and pull up these episodes and sit there and watch together. And
Discuss amongst yourselves
uh,
because you may not agree with us at all,
yeah, but
and that's okay.
yeah, and even you can even talk about times in your life you might have been lovesick, or
Mhm.
maybe you haven't experienced yet. But guess what? Valentine's Day is coming up. You might get a chance, an opportunity to experience love sickness. So, yes, tune in for part two.
Thank you, thank you.
Again, like, share, subscribe, follow us. And until next week, as always, Julie, be blessed
And encourage.
and encouraged. We love you all. Thank you for your love and support.
Bye.
Bye.